Hey, so fam, Coach Amelia Adair here. I hope you guys are feeling good and doing good. I'm feeling good. I'm doing good. And I got a message for you. Actually, I don't got a message for you. The Lord been talking to me today, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna share this message. Every time I try to ignore him, he like, no, talk about it. Remind them. So, guys, this is just a reminder. Okay, sometimes we need reminders to help us move forward and to continue on our journey. All right, and the message for today, the message for the week is rejection is protection. And I don't think we understand this, because when we get it rejected, oftentimes we dwell on it, we cry on it, we let it deter us from and distract us from what we are supposed to be doing. So I need you guys to really understand, okay? Really focus in and control those emotions that you have, because when we get rejected, oftentimes in the world that we live in, we think that we're not good enough. We think that we did something wrong. We think that someone's out to get us. We think that, you know what I'm saying? We think the worst. But what you got to understand is that oftentimes when you get rejected by that job, that friend, that person, that boy, that girl, anything, okay? The waitress, you are being protected, all right? And don't fight it. See, when we get rejected, we our egos start to kick in. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you gonna reject me? You know what I mean? We start beating on our chest. No, okay? We need to start celebrating. When we get rejected, we need to start celebrating, because we know, yes, Lord, you just protected me for the blessing that's about to come. All right? Because remember, if we got too much mess, the Lord is going to continue to hold blessings back. You know, He's going to give us little, because He don't want you to, you know what I'm saying? He want to bless you. He see all the hard work you doing. And the way, look, I gotta get the words. I gotta get the words, y'all, because I want y'all to really, I want y'all to really understand. All right, when someone rejects you, right? They make you feel like maybe you weren't enough. I'm gonna just say enough. Okay, rather it's looks, rather it's internal, rather it's whatever it is. They make you feel like you're not enough, and so what happens is you'll start to believe that. You know, you start to pick at yourself. You start to look in the mirror deeper and deeper, and you start fixing things that's not broken. All right. This is we're all imperfect. You know, we all have things that we have to work on, but just understand you're not for everybody. All right, and you have a path that is destined for you. You know what I'm saying? What's for you is for you. So you don't have to force it for it to happen. And I witness this day to day. When I get rejected, you know, the old me used to be like, no, I get everything I want. You know what I'm saying? This is my world. This that I get what I want. I get what I want. You see what I'm saying? That's greed right there. So when you often operate from greed and things like that, that's when you start to try to force things and manipulate. And you know what I'm saying? Now you're trying to manipulate this person. Now you're trying to use that person. Now you're not operating from a good heart. And when you don't operate from a good heart, karma's real. Y'all need to chill. Karma is real, okay? I mean, karma's so real, I don't even like to, I tread light. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me just say how I feel, because I would want someone to tell me how they feel about me. So, you know, we like to, sorry, I got an itch. We like to just easily even cutting people off. We like to be the ones that like cut out of my life, forget you. You know, we like to just talk without thinking. You know what I'm saying? We like to just say whatever we feel with no empathy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch that. You gotta watch that, because that's going. You don't want no one to do that to you. You know what I'm saying? Treat your neighbor. Sometimes we hear the word neighbor and we think so literal. We be like, oh, okay, treat your neighbors nice. Guys, your neighbor is any person standing next to you. Okay, your neighbor is anybody around your circle. Okay, anybody in your 360. You see this 360 turn right? Well, I'm not doing 360. I'm doing 180. But you see that 360? That's your neighbor. Not only the neighbor that lives next door to you, baby, the neighbor next to you online, the neighbor next to you walking in the street. We are all each other's neighbor. So, with that being said, have more grace and respect when you walk in. When someone rejects you or give you a emotion that you wasn't expecting, you be like, oh, hold on. Panties in a bunch. You know when someone just got their panties in a bunch? Ignore that. Don't pay that no mind. Grain of salt. Understand? All right, I'm being protected. Let me tell y'all a story real quick, because oftentimes, right, we on our journey, we just moving and we just grooving, right? And sometimes we just, something will happen real quick, spirit of moment, you know what I'm saying? We live in the moment. Somebody be like, hey, we'll just be going with the flow, right? So when you're going with the flow, oftentimes you don't have really good time to really process and think and evaluate. You just like, your vibe feel good, I'ma just go. You know, that's how I roll sometimes too. Like, I'ma just roll with it. If I get rejected, all right, see you later. Because when people are for you, you don't have to go through a whole lot of like interviewing process. You know, you get some basic conversation. But guys, you can feel someone's vibe. You can feel someone's energy. You can feel when somebody got an attitude. You can feel when someone's giving you that fake smile, that like, you know what I'm saying? Those are vibes that you're reading. And when someone's being genuine, come on. You can read that too. You'll be like, all right. Excuse me. So sorry, guys. So when you in the moment, right? You chilling and you vibing. Sometimes you just doing things quick. You ain't even thinking too deep about it. Basically, you just going with the flow. You just going with the flow, and so everything is exciting. All right. So now you're excited. Maybe you met a new friend. Maybe you got a new job opportunity. So you just excited. You just excited. Everything is moving smooth. And then here's when rejection come in, because out of nowhere, right? Things will just switch. People will just switch on you like, oh, wait, I thought you said, you know what I'm saying? They'll say one thing and then their actions will do another. And so we got to be aware of what rejection looks like, okay? So when that happens and someone just kind of switches on you and just like blocks you or just deletes you, or you kind of confused, you like, what? You know what I'm saying? You like, wait. Didn't we just laugh? We just had a good time. We just, you be like, I know I'm not tripping. No, baby, you're not tripping. Okay? Sometimes those are things you just need to see. Those are things you just need to see so you could just have more clarity, so you can grow and you can build tougher skin. Okay? So don't be so upset and go back into hiding and think like everyone is that way, and that's the scary part of growing, is like, as you're growing, you gonna get rejected, you gonna be, your feelings may be a little hurt, it's easier said than done, trust me, okay? Because y'all don't think I get rejected still? I'll be like, okay, maybe I was too nice. I'll be like, all right. And I go about my business, because either way I have fun by myself. See, when you start having fun by yourself and you have good time with just, even if no one talks to you, when someone rejects you, it won't hurt so bad. That's why as I'm coaching y'all, I'm telling y'all, enjoy the singleness. All right, ladies, fellas too, but mostly my ladies. Sorry guys, I got my little Elfie ear over here, but understand, enjoy that single time, because in that time you building time with yourself. So when no one's around, it's not so awkward. It's awkward because you never sat with yourself. Hello. If you are awkward by yourself and you start getting uncomfortable, you got to sit with yourself a little more. Some of us don't. I know some of us don't sit with ourselves enough, because as much as I be sitting with myself, enjoying myself, people are looking like, you are alone. You are by yourself. Where are your friends? How could you travel alone? This is what I get. This is what I get. And I laugh inside, y'all. I'll be cracking up when y'all come at me. I'm not sorry. I'm not. It's funny because it happens. So it happens everywhere. He be like, "You are by yourself. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. The world is coming to an end. Amelia is sitting by herself, having a drink, eating food, dancing." You get what I'm saying? This is what I hear. This is what I hear 90% of the time. And, I don't even be knowing what to say. I just be like, why does it bother you that I'm by myself? It is not that I'm bothering someone. Is that it's very bold, it's very brave, it's very uncommon. And I don't know why it's uncommon. Like, I feel like for men, when men are sitting at the bar by themselves, no one ever says anything. But for women, if a woman is at the bar by herself, it's like, what's the big deal? Maybe I'm missing something, y'all. Y'all gotta fill me in. Cause why I can't go and enjoy take myself out? Okay, if I was with someone, I would want to go out and sit at the lounge. I would want to go out to eat. I would want to do all that stuff. But because I don't have an attachment, you get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to call it, but like, because I don't have a significant other, okay? Because I'm single, and I got friends, but sometimes my friends are on the other side of the town. So I'm supposed to only go out when I'm in this town. I'm supposed to only go out when I'm over here. No. You know what I'm saying? That makes absolutely no sense to me. And again, like, I know that I have a very strong personality. I have a very strong mind. I have a very high energy. You know what I'm saying? And very humble and very nice. You get what I'm saying? So I can't put myself in a corner, in a box, or hide up in a room and hide up in my house because other people aren't used to seeing a single woman out alone. And it's not like I'm out in a dangerous area. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's dangerous areas and there's nice areas. Like, I have common sense. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not out at 3 a.m, hanging out, walking in the dark. No, it be like afternoon, 4 o'clock in the day. Everybody be out. Okay, I'm gonna be out too. Hey neighbor. That's how I think about it. I be like, well, let me go see what my neighbors are doing. All right, let me not get into my situation. But with all that being said, guys, when you actually take time and go out with yourself and just chill and mind your business type thing. Sometimes I have my computer. I just be minding my business. I reach and interact and connect with so many different people. We live in a world where social media is the new reality for people. Like, they'll go out to get on their phone, and that's what we see a lot of times. We see people on their phone. We see people just, kind of like not here, not in the present moment. And so when we see that, oftentimes we don't know how to be social. We don't know how to naturally socialize. Like, if I'm coming to you and I'm like, hey, how you doing? What's your name? Okay, cool. Nice to meet you. That's it. I'm not trying to. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying something. You see, I don't got the words. I don't even got the words. Because a lot of people be like, oh, they be kind of surprised I speak, or if they speak, they don't know what to expect, so they be a little like, okay, what's going on? But by the end of the night, 9 times out of 10, we end up being great associates, great neighbors. You get what I'm saying? We learn something from each other. We enlighten each other. We have great conversations. So, me personally, I'm a coach, guys. I like talking to people. Even when I'm not coaching, I like to just still have a conversation. Let's talk about something. Hear people's perspectives. And hear what's really going on in the real world. Okay, because social media is very controlled, you know what I mean? But when you go out in the real world and you go out to a restaurant, you go out to a bar, you're sitting with real people. You're not sitting with a profile. You get what I'm saying? So when you're sitting with a real person, you know what I'm saying? You can't sit around and manipulate things. You can't sit around and think too deep. You can't sit around and, put on an act. I mean, you putting on you're being your best self, but you're not putting on an act. You get what I'm saying? On social media, a lot of times it's a little script. You get what I'm saying? You got a script you following. You looking for a quote. You know what I'm saying? You getting a certain angle on your pic. You get what I'm saying? Social media is very scripted. And for me personally, I love to talk to somebody for real. Even when I call into places, like, you got to call into customer service, and they send me a robot. Dial 3, dial 4, dial 5. I be sitting there like 0, operator. And when I talk to the operators, they're so scripted. They're like, "Hi, yes, welcome to how can I help you?" And I say, "Hi, how are you today?" And it messes up their script. They like, "Oh, she's saying hi. What do we say? Line 6." You get what I'm saying? I don't like scripts. I just feel like it's unnatural. It's ungenuine. It's just like, cut it. Call me old school. Call me whatever. I don't want to talk to the script. It's not. It doesn't. It makes me feel like it makes me feel like a robot. Maybe that's just me not liking to be robotic. Like. And I know people be talking about bots, not like a bot. I don't know, but just robotic, just very, everything is just one way. Everything is just like, okay, dial 3, okay, dial 4, okay. Let's just have a genuine conversation. When you have genuine conversations with people, you start to unravel truth. You start to unravel maybe how you actually feeling. You start to unravel maybe, something that you've been ignoring. You've been so into your script. You know what I'm saying? You've been so into your script that you've been ignoring you. You've been ignoring you. And so don't force things when you get rejected, because it's just not meant for you. And that is okay. That is okay. Literally. I think sometimes we want things to be a problem, and we want things to be more than what it is. And salt is salt, and money is money. You know what I'm saying? Some things are just a grain of salt. It's not meant to be taken so seriously. It's not meant to be so, like, we're too serious. Like, we're thinking too, guys, we think too deep on the deep end. You get what I'm saying? Think more centered. Sometimes I say, yeah, think big. Think big, okay? Doesn't mean think emotionally. Sometimes we're thinking too emotional. We thinking about feelings. Oh, I got rejected. Oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, stop. You are self-sabotaging. Self-sabotaging. Self-sabotage comes when you just been a little misguided, or you may have seen things and you just automatically think it's true or it's real. And that's why I always tell y'all, do a little more research. When you hear information, don't swarm that information in. Sometimes we hear something that, like, someone will say something that we agree with, right? You'll find someone that you agree with, and you'll automatically think, oh my gosh, we are a match made in heaven. We are perfect together. You know what I'm saying? Slow down. Slow down. Be easy. Lighten up. Lighten up. Because you going to you're not taking your time. You rushing. And you're gonna miss certain things because you're so happy that somebody finally agrees with you. It's okay if no one agrees with you. In the world we live in, they want us to all think and look the same. We are not meant to all think and look exactly the same. There's gonna be things I say on my page you may not agree with. But there's gonna be some other stuff that you're gonna be like, wow, I can agree with that. And that is okay. Even I have people that I listen to and they say things that I don't agree with. I hear the perspective. I hear that. All right. I don't agree with that part, but okay, I like this. Connect when you connect and disconnect when you disconnect. But don't think that it's just, one way. Like sometimes we just be having our mind just too boxed in. Like, last thing, and then guys, I'm wrapping this up. I had someone come to me and was like, we hung out for we hung out at the bar for a few minutes. We was drinking, laughing, chilling, just catching a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Not so deep. Just chilling in the moment, having a conversation, seeing where the conversation goes, And towards the end of the conversation, he was like, I know what you like. I know. He was like, I know you. He was like, you looking for this, and that. And if you get this, and that, you will be this, and that. He had me all figured out. He was like, yeah. He was like, and you, I'm not going to say everything he said, but he was just like, you this and that. And I was just looking, because I'm like, wow, if one conversation, you are comfortable enough to assume you know my whole entire life. And it was a basic conversation, guys. It was just like, hey, you know what I'm saying? This and that. But he's just looking at from the look of things. Or I don't know, maybe I said one thing that triggered his mind. I really don't know. Grain of salt. But, he was just like, I know exactly how you are. Yep, I know. And then, towards the end, right? Towards the end, he was like, oh, okay, you getting tired? Mind you, we was already there for like 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? That's normal for me. I usually go to a place and stay for about an hour and a half. And I was like, no, I'm chilling. I wasn't really saying that much because I was just listening to him tell me everything he knew about me, And so 5 seconds later, he started yawning. I kid you not, he started yawning. I looked at him. I was like, see, you tired. You the one that's, what I'm saying? You are this whole person that you are projecting that onto me. I said, look, you shouldn't. The worst thing you can say is you know something about someone that you really don't know. He was like, no, but I just need you to confirm it. I know you need me to confirm it, but I'm not agreeing with you. You get what I'm saying? But if that's what you know, you don't need me to agree. So moral of the story, guys, is like, don't be that person that assumes you know everything about somebody from just having one conversation or having a good time. Take the time that's needed to really build in relationships, build in friendships, build with family ships. Because realistically, you never really know what someone is capable of or willing to do in a good way, So I'm referring to like maybe you're having a relationship that's a little rocky. You want to mend a relationship, and you may know how your sibling or whatever is, right? But so it stops you from reaching out. Like, I know they this type of person, so I'm not even going to reach out. That limits the ability of the relationship to grow. So Don't be that person that assumes you know someone else's response. Let someone respond for themselves, and then you will know. Because what they say, you make a ASS out of yourself if you assume. So remember, this is a reminder video to just take a breather. All right, and don't think you assume. Don't even assume what someone else is thinking when they reject you. Don't even worry why they rejected you. If they rejected you, God protected you. I promise you that. Okay? Almost every time I get a little rejection somewhere, and you see how proud I say it? I get some rejection somewhere, the Lord comes in and blesses me abundantly, and I'm like, I'm in wow every time. Every time it happens, I'm like, Lord, thank you. You know what I mean? I get a little excited because I control the negative emotions that come instantly, because it's really the ego just hurt a little bit. I ignore those negative emotions. Not ignore them meaning act like they not there. No, I'll be like, all right, this is how I ignore the emotion. I'll say to self, I'll be like, it's all right, sis. You shouldn't have been doing that anyway. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Or like, you got rejected. I admit it. You know what I'm saying? You got rejected. And sis, you also got protected. And I'll do a little dance. And that's how I just handle those emotions. We got to handle them. Not just keep ignoring them until it finally goes away. No, address it. Like, oh, okay, you got rejected, huh? Yeah, okay, just laugh it off. Laugh at it. Don't sit around and cry about it. I think when we get rejected, we also want to just be sad. Like, I got rejected. Billy didn't like me. You'd be like, sis, who is Billy? Was Billy about to give you a job? Was Billy about to pay a bill? Billy is a metaphor, boy or girl, you know what I'm saying? But was Billy about to do anything for you of substantial value? And even if so, another one to come. Okay? Small losses, big gains. Small losses, big gains. Yes, small losses, say big gains. Yes. Okay? I'll be hyped to take a loss. I'll be like, yes. Walk out. Hey, you want to leave? See you later. Ooh. Because sometimes two people just be trying to play mind games with you too. They really ghosting you or trying to ignore you. So guys, ignore that. When someone ignores you, ignore that. All right? Because it's all part of playing with your emotions and playing with your mind and trying to make you feel less than and trying to get under your skin. Oh, I want to get under her skin. I want some energy. Let me get some energy. Let me get you upset. I be looking like, you ain't getting this energy. Nope. Okay. Gotta go. I got other things to focus on. And I got a million things to focus on. So if I spend my time focusing on grain of salt, baby, we don't get that $1 million. Or that $1 million dream. And sometimes $1 million, last thing. I know I've been saying last thing. But sometimes we want that $1 million thinking it's a physical thing. I'll come to a point, do I even really want this $1 million? Lord, just give me enough to go eat food and stay at nice hotels, and you know what I mean. That's enough for me. I'll be a VIP in my own lane. Okay, if I got a little section and nobody there, maybe I give me a table and nobody at that table, VIP. I get upgraded by accident, VIP. You know what I'm saying? My Uber come up in a nice car, VIP. Okay, y'all gotta shift those perspectives. Okay, cause I be over here shifting it, baby. I be chilling, and I really do be chilling. I really do. But anyway, so fam, watch this video twice. because I said a lot of gems in here. I've been on a roll. Okay, I know it's right because I'm feeling good. Once it start coming out, so, fam, thank you so much for the support. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.